Hey, everybody. It's the regular crowd here. I tell you, we're going to have a good chat tonight around the old campfire. Wherever you are, it's either cold or raining. So, and we can sit around, warm up our hands by the fire, and always remember that marshmallows and leaders both get roasted. So that's a true thing. So it does happen. And we have a good old time. Please put any question that's on your mind about scouting in the chat. And we will definitely look at that. We have moderator Mike. He's watching you. And he'll be taking care of you, through the chat room. And I did the settings on the video. So these are going to go with the video. So there was a messed up setting that just got lost. So that's way the chat is still there. Okay. So please put that in there. Of course, we have our regular crew of criminals along with us tonight.
We prefer to be called the Misfit Scouts.
From Misfit Island. So, of course, we have Matthew. He's, if you're not a subscriber to their channels, please, I'm just saying, okay, that's important. They cost nothing to subscribe, but it means the world to us, okay? So please do that. Matthew's got a channel called Roaming.
Yeah.
I always
on the screen.
We'll get there
old.
one day.
I'm allowed, okay? I'm old. I get to do that. And of course, speaking of old, we have Bucky,
Also known as the Marshmallow.
another little roasted on one side. Sometimes, that there's one of the things I learned in Cub Scouts is that marshmallows will stay lit if you fling them through the air. They will actually stay lit. So something I learned in Cub Scouts. So much to the dismay of a lot of parents. Parents were really upset about that. So because that, and of course when it hits something like a tent, it goes whoof.
It's a hot night in camp tonight.
That's right.
So
I don't even
it's
know what
one of those things you learn in Cub Scout. So let's hear about your campfire issues if you have them. That's always a fun thing. We have a good time. Matthew had an excellent video about I think it was your Christmas Cub meeting, your pack meeting. I thought that was awesome. I was very impressed. He's got a lot of really good videos. They're much better than mine, that's for sure. They are good.
Different audiences. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true. That's true. So, and then we have another one from Bucky. We have a wonderful tune. We're going to play it later. And I've got it all queued up. That's been was one of my goals to make sure that we were ready. Sometimes we're not so ready. So yeah. So that's going on. Anything new going on? Anything in the chat room?
I see only one chat right now. I don't know if it's if everyone's out preparing for Christmas and not hanging out on YouTube right now, but
that's true. YouTube is getting, it's kind of gone down a little bit. So that's
hi, first timer here. Well, thank you for
fantastic.
Where are you calling in from?
Yeah, that's always good to put down if you're with a troop, a pack, a crew. You can put that in there, and whatever area of the United States you're in, you can put that in there. We do not need the address.
Well,
please don't do that.
I'm coming from all of a sudden it's fall, now winter, Midwest of Minneapolis, St. Paul, Minnesota. I mean, literally over Thanksgiving, we went from beautiful 40, 50 degree fall days to snow ridden streets and bitter cold.
40 below.
Days. Well, we're not in the belows, but we're hovering around the real feel of 0.
Wow.
And not Celsius either. We're talking about Fahrenheit 0.
Yeah.
for the real feels. But yeah, we've got probably 4 inches of snow on the ground and stuff. And we've not had that winter, fall, early winter warm up where it melts on the streets. A lot of the side streets are still kind of snow packed and such, which just means you have to drive a little more careful and such.
That's true. That's true. I'm in Orlando and it's pouring down rain with thunder. So
all right.
We're having a thunderstorm.
Nice.
So if the lights dim or flicker, it's they got struck.
Hey, there we go.
We have a shout out.
What about you, Matthew? You got weather where you were at?
We have freezing fog right now just south of DC. So they're already starting to put out the whether or not your school is going to be closed or not. Wow. And the kids got their first snow day, which I'm talking to Bucky and Mike here. It's like we got 2 inches and they shut everything down. You guys are like, that's a spring day. Like that's nothing.
Yeah.
It's like they're not ready here in the northern part of the South,
right.
you know?
Yeah.
That's how that is. What do we have in the chat room? Do we get any details?
We have another Merry Christmas from Troop 2000 in Fontana, California.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Yes. That's awesome. You know, we get a lot of people that watch the live, but we have even more that watch the recorded. And that's something to keep in mind. We still need your thumbs up. Okay. That's an important thing for the algorithm, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it recorded. Please do that. It helps with the algorithm and stuff, and it helps promote the show to people that may not even know we exist.
Yeah.
So that's important. And one of the big subjects that came up recently was the consistency perception. There's been some news in the past, and even current day about how scouting has kind of loosened up a little bit. Well, I beg to differ with that. I believe that the scout oath is still there. The scout law is still there. And the requirements are now, you have to do the requirements. There's no optionals. Okay. That's something you have to do. And a lot of people are like, well, it's not the same as it was in the past. Actually, it's a little more strict in my opinion. So I believe that scouting has become a little stricter on making sure that the requirements are met. Now, it doesn't matter whatever the scout, okay? It has to do with scouting and the morals and all of those things that go into scouting. Those have to be maintained. And that's the important bit. And I still see that as an old timer in scouting.
We've got some more hellos that I think we sometimes fall behind on, and
let's make sure we just a reminder that Wreaths Across America is next Saturday. My troop always enjoys placing wreaths in the veteran cemetery.
Yeah, they need help
right there. Yeah, that's awesome. That is one of those service projects that's awesome. So it is necessary.
Every national cemetery across the U.S. has that.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So reach out if you're not aware.
Hello from Pack 84 in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Buckeye Council.
Wow, New Philadelphia Council.
Buckeye Council. I like that. They should rename it Bucky Council.
The Bucky Council.
Yeah.
There is a Buckeye Council, isn't there?
Yeah, that's where he's from. Yeah. I'm going to petition they change it to the Bucky Council. It's only one letter.
Texas boys and girls just got home from a volunteer event roasting marshmallows. Had our youth teaching residents how to roast marshmallows and talk about the Scout program.
That's awesome.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
That's a wonderful idea. So many scouts, they have no idea. They take that marshmallow and they just stick it in the flame and it instantly goes whoosh and it's burnt.
So I have a quick story to share with you. This coming weekend, we invite local 4th and 5th graders to come to it, which was traditionally our We Blows overnight, but we just have a scout overnight.
Nice.
And we came up with the idea that we were going to set up a fire pit to roast marshmallows. and do the roasting of the marshmallows, not s'mores. That's next year. We can add to it.
Yeah.
But we got the weather report for Friday night, and it's supposed to be below 0. So we're kind of rethinking that at the PLC tomorrow night.
There you go.
You
You could always, you have 4 inches of snow, you could build an igloo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's really small. If it's short.
I want to come back to this, but because I want us to keep on track with the welcomes and stuff. But
yeah,
building a snow thing, I want to get feedback from you and from the audience. I mean, do you notice how scouts come ill prepared for dress for winter?
Yeah. Yes, that's shocking. But that was shocking in my day when I was a youth. I've actually slept in an igloo up in Wisconsin. So
no, I'm talking about just everyday winter. I mean, I had a scout actually message our group last week saying, I won't make it to the meeting tonight because I don't have a winter appropriate coat yet.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay. But I've had some kids show up in sweats and a sweatshirt when it's 14 degrees out, and it's like how about a hat to keep your head warm and stuff? Okay, but I digress. Maybe we can talk about
that's one of those things that happens even in Florida. We have people that have lived here most of their lives, and their blood thins. Okay, so when it gets to 50, they're practically frozen. So
yes,
yes,
you don't need to insult me. I'm just right here.
Right. Yes, I resemble that remark.
Yep,
exactly.
We have another truth that does. Wreath Lane at a veteran cemetery in Riverside, California. Thank you for your service.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
that is,
and shout out.
That is such a blessing. That is
neat. Shout out to Peaceful 20, because I think that I've seen them in pretty much every single one of our meetings, along with some of like Big Red Bus and all them. So thank you guys for signing in every month. That's awesome.
That's fantastic. We do have some diehards. That's great, and that's wonderful.
Big Red Bus. Hello from
there you go.
Georgia. Not snowing, but chilly in this area. Okay.
As long as the peaches don't get frozen.
No freeze those peaches or the pecans. Oh my God.
That's right.
Got to keep those things nice and warm.
Hello from Pack 416 in Boston. Thanks for the great information that we share.
Boston.
Go get a crawler.
Yeah. Crawlers are great. I love them. Especially if you have you could dunk them. That's delicious.
As I flip through the questions, just throwing out a topic for questions, there's the big news recently announced that family troops are an official thing.
Yep.
An official option. A given charter organization can have boy-only troop or girl-only or family troop. So,
that's the interesting thing about that. Now, you can want that as a scout leader. You can want that as a scout, but the charter has to want that. So that's where it begins. And I believe charters have to be aware of that option. Is that something that they have been asked for? So, that's the big thing about it. In scouting, we work with charters. The charter actually makes the unit and defines the unit. And that's something that a lot of people just kind of miss that. Oh, they want that, but they don't realize, does the charter want that? That's another real question. It can really be surprising. So you have to kind of look around.
And that's a good point, Stan, because I've realized in talking with different scouters from locally and beyond, there's a lot of units that are struggling with 5 and under scouts.
Yep.
And yet there are what we call linked troops at this time that work very cohesively. And this family troop option will be wonderful. And I think will be a positive for our scouting program in general, despite what people may think. Boy Scouts, it should only be boys. Girls should be separated, blah, blah, blah. But I think for the survival of our organization, this is a great move.
Yeah.
I think it's a little late. I think they should have done it from the get-go. But that's kind of our growing and learning process to get to this.
Right.
Not to mention all the stuff that we don't know as volunteers that are behind the scenes with other organizations and lawsuits and such like that, you know, we want to have time pass and allow. But the here and now, I think this allows units to become stronger by eliminating 2 weak units and joining them together without a rivalry. The rivalry might be internally, but that's short-term lived.
Sure.
And
that's something that the units can work out as far as
absolutely
all of that. But if the charter says no, they have to go by that. Okay. That's the big thing there. Oh,
we should. The new thing about family troops is a big deal. Want to make sure we keep going on that. I think it's probably a lot of discussion about it. But Relantel gifted 5 ScouterStan memberships. So, does someone want to talk about how memberships work, and then we can maybe get back to the family troops?
Memberships are one of those things that really helps the channel. We use a service for this very live meeting, and it's about $40 a month. So that takes a big chunk out of the wallet, and the membership helps for that. And that's one of those things on the channel that's a very important. And the gift membership, the way that works is there's a waiting list. There's always been a waiting list. So when somebody gifts that, they automatically go down that waiting list. So, and that uses up those memberships for a trial period of 1 month. And those memberships and everything are greatly appreciated. That's one of those wonderful things that really helps things move along as far as our movement to promote scouting and get those messages out. That's something that I'm very thankful for. And I want to personally thank anyone that does those memberships. That's wonderful. What's even better is that once they get their membership, they realize that there's more content, more stuff. They get to use icons and all the emojis and stuff. Amazing. There's a lot of really cool benefits of being a member. Plus, you're helping us out.
Well,
so I wanted to thank you.
It's like Relantel is giving to the nice list this year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The nice list. Not the naughty list.
Yeah, not the naughty list, the nice list.
It's funny is that I see Santa hats, but I don't have to.
Yeah.
You have your own magic.
Exactly.
Let's get through a few more questions here, and then maybe get back to discussion about family troops. There's been family packs for a while. Maybe if anyone has comments they can put in the comment section about their experience with family packs or family troops, that would be great.
Yeah.
Pin King, I recently picked up 60 to 70.
Oh,
60s to 70s.
60s. Yep.
Scouting canteens. All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's
let me see. What else do we have? Have any of our troops started discussing the family troop option?
Hey, Jeffy, guess what? You're in the right place because we just started talking about that.
Exactly.
Now, you can't hit rewind in the live show, but you can go back if you didn't see what we talked about and watch it.
No, that was put up a couple minutes before.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Maybe that's what got me.
It's known in the Great Trail Council, Northeast Ohio.
I love the photo. Did you see that?
Northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see the teeth on that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a distant cousin of mine.
Wow. I'll tell you, it's funny, we heard from Boston. So that was good. And then now we've got Ohio. I lived in both states.
There you go. Okay, and we got Long Island, New York representing here.
Long Island.
Yeah.
Long Island, went to school in Buffalo. Okay.
Nice.
Very
Okay,
cool.
so the big thing is, are you a Jets, Giants, or Bills fan?
Ooh. That could start a fight.
Yeah, exactly. And not a good one either. They've been on the naughty list.
We are fine. That might be why we're not getting as many viewers, is there's some playoffs going on right now.
Well, some
That's
games that
something
have
that's
playoff
going on.
implications. Yeah.
So we're there.
All right. So
Yeah,
Relantel, who just donated the memberships, commented that last month, I think maybe last month, he wasn't on the live show. He said he didn't give any memberships last time, so he wanted to make sure he does it now.
Yes, and that's one of those things that we really appreciate that. Thank you so very much. If there's usually 4 or 5 on that sign up list, I don't even get to see the sign up list, and I'm part of the channel, and it's amazing. I only see the numbers. I don't see who has signed up. So that's the weird thing about YouTube. It's kind of strange, but that being the case, if you're interested in doing that, of course, when you sign up as a member, it's the cheapest membership I could actually that YouTube would allow. Okay, it's 1 penny over that amount. So that being the case, it's easy to try it out. If you don't get the free membership, just try it out for a month. You'll enjoy it. There's a lot of additional content that's out there, tons of it. So
we've got an interesting question here for the family troop. Let's make sure we emphasize family troop is how they're referring to it, just like family packs when they're
Yep.
And I'll comment on this, and then Matt and Stan and Mike.
Okay.
So what happens if one troop wants to? Let's say it's the boys' troop that wants to, and the girls' troop that doesn't want to. So my advice, I would answer with a few questions. One, is that the adults that are making that decision, or are you including the youth? Because one of the things that I found when I run into having a strong opinion, can you imagine me having a strong opinion?
The hell you say?
Some of my parents have a different opinion. You may call it manipulation. You may call it compromise. But I then say, well, let's find out. This is supposed to be about the kids. Let's mentor them in a discussion on this. And sometimes that actually changes some adults. Even my opinion can change based on their input. And what I would do in this case is I would sit the kids and the parents down, letting the kids be the ones to lead the discussion, not facilitate the discussion, but be the main contributors.
Right.
Say, what are the pros to being separate? What are the pros to being a unified unit? Now, some of the things that they may not think of is, hey, from a adult standpoint, we only need one committee, and paperwork on the back end can be a lot simpler.
Right. That's what you get with a conjoined troop.
Yeah. So I think there's those things that the adults can help influence both the pros and the cons from their standpoint, because we're mentoring the kids to look at it from all angles. And, the younger boys, especially, I'm going to pick on them. Girls, ick. Well, of course, what you're walking into.
Well, girls do have cooties.
And girls can be like, oh my God, the boys are so immature. It's like, that's all right. They don't mature until they're 35. We get it. So I think that's how I would approach it. If you were in a situation, the first thing is this just the adults sticking their opinion in?
True.
And let's get the kids in there, because the kids are what's going to drive it. And this is also an opportunity to say, hey, look, if we go this way, do you think we can improve membership? Can we do other things? Can we plan for a high adventure? Can we go on do some of these things that we wouldn't be able to do, and work those into the pros and cons? And really allow the kids, especially if they go against what you personally think, allow the kids to determine. Because the caution I give you is, when you get the kids involved, if you don't listen to them and let them as a majority feel like they've made the decision,
you got to have some buy-in from them.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's how I would handle it.
And in the beginning of that conversation, you have to find out if it's possible. Sometimes your charter will say no. So that's That's the beginning of it. There are, for all intents and purposes with Cub Scouting, there are charters that say, no, Cub Scouts will only be for boys at this charter. So there are boy-only Cub Scouts.
Yep.
It's not automatic, okay? It's up to the charter really to make the decision. And that's true the other way. So charter has everything to do with that. That's the first, that's the first part. You may be, if you're deciding to become a family type of troop and your charter says, no, you have to stay the way you are.
Or move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're looking for a new charter at that point.
Yeah.
But they're not easy. Charters can end a unit very easily. So you have to have that buy-in from the charter first. That's the first big thing. And this is brand new. This just started last month. I mean, it's brand new. And so give it some time, okay, to kind of get through the system and into the new year. Because we're wrapping up 2025 right now, and it's been a very eventful year.
As I mentioned in the pre-show, and then I'm gonna shoot it over with a question to Matt. I notified our council immediately because even when the girls' troop came in, we have functioned almost like we're going to continue to function as a family troop. On paper, we're two separate units. So, I mean, this is old. And there's a lot of units out there like that. But when I contacted about 2 weeks ago and I said, hey, December 15th is when National has announced this. The response that I got was, hey, let me get back to you because National announced it and we don't know what the process is. Right. So it sounds like that's kind of a national epidemic right now. In the fact that there's not a lot of information and it hasn't trickled down to the count or the commissioners and even the paid staff to be able to execute it. So be patient and everything works out, Matt, have you heard anything in your area?
Yeah, I actually have. So one of the test troops, I guess, is stationed here in the National Capital Area Council, and there was some feedback and things like that. And basically, it was that was kind of, let's see here, because I'm working off of like secondhand information. Somebody told somebody's barber, told somebody's dog walker, but it's like that they didn't see necessarily anything wrong with it, since we've already seen this modeled in Cub Scouts. What I found, I guess, interesting was that the first thing that people did was to reach out to the female troops within our area and ask them, okay, hey, do you guys want to let the boys join? And a majority of them gave a resounding no. We built this. We are proud of this, and we want to make sure that this stays in, I'm going to use the word culture, that this culture stays the way that we want it. So I thought that was fascinating because I had never considered that they would first off, they would reach out to the girls troops first and say, hey, do you want this? And what their assessment would be. So that's what I've heard about it, is that the girl troops don't necessarily want the boys to join, and I haven't heard anything on the opposite end about girls going over into the boys troops. So I'm sure at some point in time they'll have that conversation about it, but I think that people are comfortable where they're at right now with their scouting programs, and I guarantee there is going to be one troop or two within your area that's going to become a family, because I at least know of 4 families in my pack that have, both boys and girls, and they already, split between one of them. He splits between 3. He's got a girl troop, he's got a boy troop, and he's got a pack. So he's all about scouting 3 days a week, like there's nothing else that he can do. So if he could combine 2 of those into one, I know he's most likely going to provide that, or going to want to go with that option. So that's what I've heard, at least out here near Washington. So
yeah, that's probably true in a lot of places throughout the country. So that's a good thing to think about.
So we have a question with the family troops. How will patrols be organized? Will patrol be all boys, all girls, or a combination?
That's a great question. Point. But I think I can answer that without truly knowing the answer. Because in Cub Scouts, a den is gender specific, if I remember correctly.
Right.
Okay. Now,
so how patrol might be the same way.
I think the patrol is going to be the same thing. My bigger question that I have, so I'll ask this before others ask, is if it's a family troop that's co-ed, how do we address having as a scoutmaster, do I have to have an assistant scoutmaster registered female in there? And will they be, or are they going to come up with a new name? Second in line scoutmaster, and it has to be the opposite gender for a co-ed unit. I mean, I think there has to be something.
I think that's the way it is with girl troops. And that's
it can be all women that
you can all yes, but if you have if it can't be all men as far as the scoutmasters and assistant scoutmasters. There has to be a female in there, and that's to keep that too deep leadership thing and safety.
Yeah, the guide to advancement states that in scouting stuff that if a registered female scout is present, a registered female scouter must be present as well.
Right. And that's the scouter with the background check and the fees are paid and the insurance and so on. So, yeah.
So I think it'll be interesting if there's anything more than just saying a family unit must have a female registered as the scoutmaster or an assistant scoutmaster for family.
That's probably true for the family. I mean, they're just carrying those rules over.
And honestly, it only makes sense that would be the case. So,
that would be safety, and that would stick with the guy, for safeguarding youth that stays within those guidelines.
And I'm going to guess that the patrols will be gender based.
It makes sense because in Cub Scouts, you could run into some issues. So, and with the patrol method, you want to keep that in there too. So.
Well, hey, we have a great conversation. I don't want to stop it, but here's an interesting question. This viewer found out that their council prefers that new units be chartered by the council. And is there benefit of that versus a traditional charter organization? I guess I haven't heard of that.
It's a 3x3. That's what that's it.
Okay.
That's what that is. That's a 3x3 thing that's chartered with the council. So it's a little different. It's the charter technically is in flex basically. And then the unit can still, if you have 3 adults and 3 youth, you can still form that unit. And their goal within the year before rechartering is to be on a charter. So that's kind of the goal of a 3x3 is to grow, is to give them a place to grow. Think of it as when you're planting seeds, you want to make sure that you put them in little planting things to kind of protect them and stuff. And that's kind of what the 3x3 does. It protects that unit so that when it's ready to go to the field, it can. And that's a beautiful thing about the 3x3 concept. And a lot of professional places, the councils, they aren't really following a lot of the guidelines on that.
Well, they're following
somebody has to kind of go in and go, no, it's all written down right here. Don't.
But they are kind of following a business model of get the customer and fine tune it later. So close the deal.
You're binding them and you're giving them the scouting program, and that's what's more important is that scouting program versus a unit. Okay. That's the thing. And if that doesn't survive 3x3, I mean, that's the minimum.
Yeah.
If he can't survive that, it won't survive out in the world.
Yeah.
Lone scouting is not the way to do it. There's a lot of issues with lone scouts. So I can see if you're in the backcountry of Alaska and there's not a road for another 200 miles. Yeah. Lone scouting makes sense. Whereas if you're in a metropolitan area, a 3x3 would be a great way to start a unit and then find a charter. So that's the idea.
Hey, we got some clarifications to my misinformation, but looks like Mike's on it here.
Cool.
Okay, well, we say my troops charter is extremely supportive and moving from council, changing charters. Okay, it looks like they'll be doing a trial run of co-ed or family troops soon.
Nice. Yeah, the co-ed was an experiment they've been doing for a long time, and that's it depends on who you talk to whether that was successful or not successful. And I'm very happy to see that they've decided on a family type of unit. But there are charters out there. They're very strict. They want very traditional boys only troop. That's the charter, and that could even follow through on the pack too, the Cub Scout. So you have to check. You have to think about in scouting. Yeah, the unit is important. The scouts in that unit, the leadership in that unit, that's really super important. But what's even more important is the charter, the one that actually basically holds the existence of that unit. They have to be considered. So that's always a big thing.
I'm going to jump in with a disclaimer as Mike gets to these. We run our pack co-ed dens, and so I'm trying to be careful not to state what we do as fact. So thank you for the corrections, people, on this that we'll get to. But what do we got here, Mike?
Okay, we have two troops that function as a family troop. Yep, I've seen that. A number of cases of that.
That does happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in the spirit of scouting, being friendly, courteous, and kind. Let's think about that. Okay. We try to work things together and work things out.
And as this user said, they have a co-ed den in their pack. That's great.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's news to me if they're not supposed to be the same co-ed, because I've been running co-ed dens for the last 5 years, like my AOLs have, like, I have two young ladies in my den, and I haven't heard anything that they can't be a part of the den. So they're
Big Red Bus has a comment coming up that's gonna clear that up.
Okay, we have a patrol leader for the boys, a patrol leader for the girls, and they all attend the same patrol leaders council meeting. Okay.
That's what we have in our troop as well, or our troops.
Good.
Yeah.
That's excellent. And the patrols need to be that way because you have patrol activities. A lot of times, a lot of troops everybody camps when they go to a camporee or a camp out. Each patrol has its own area. Correct. And that's very easy to stay within the guidelines to have them separated so that you're still enforcing that safeguarding principle. So that's the reason you would have all girls in the same patrol. That makes it a lot easier to work with.
Okay, somebody's got Santa working on, or some elves working on a toy in their background.
Yeah, they got some tapping going on in the back there.
I heard some upstairs.
Okay,
well, it's not me.
It's universal.
Santa, you should tell your
all those elves.
Yeah.
Okay, is this when you're talking about, Bucky? Okay, I'll let you address it.
So thank you, Big Red Bus. Again, as I said in my disclaimer, we run co-ed dens. We're not a huge pack or a huge troop, so we do. But in these discussions, I don't want to be misquoting something, saying, "Well, this is fact," because this is the way we do it.
Yeah.
So thank you for the clarification on that. So only AOL patrols, basically, because for half the year, for the most part, that 5th grade age group is finishing up their Cub Scout career and getting ready to start their BSA career. And the YPT and other policies will go against the co-ed patrols. Yes. I mean, it's pretty obvious that if the family troop is in place, that it's going to be gender-based patrols. And I would think that most people would say, duh, that anyways.
Yeah,
You know?
I agree. But safeguarding is the new program. YPT, the older program, is being phased out in May. So you need to take the training.
and I don't mean to dismiss or belittle the question of earlier of what it was, because it is a good question. We need to talk about that so that we can share that amongst everybody and kind of rationally work it out.
That makes total sense. I agree. And scouting is one of those things that's highly organized chaos, so you have to kind of be prepared, right? And those are the things you have to kind of, if you're going to do this family troop, you're going to have to be prepared.
Well, and if we look at the comments, I'm sorry, Mike, if I'm jumping ahead of you on this, but Pin King has made a donation and has a very important message that will save us from sounding like we're just talking out of an orifice.
Okay, Pin King, thank you for the donation towards the channel. And we are already a family troop, part of the pilot.
Awesome. So there's probably some information that he can share with us on what the pilot had. Because let's face it, most pilots end up being pretty darn close to what's
going to happen.
It's rolled out and such. So,
and and as people talk about saying that family troops are a big new thing, really they're not. There's been plenty of troops that have been working together, conjoined as their family troop in most ways.
And that's the thing with the conjoined troop, with a girl troop and a boy troop, using the same committee, using the same leaders, using the same equipment. That is one of those things. And that harkens back to the thing I was talking about earlier, is that there's no difference in the program. The program has the same requirements for all of the advancement, boy or girl. Does not that's not the point. The point is that every scout has to earn their ranks. They're not just awarded. They have to earn them. And if they don't earn them, they don't get them. This is that. I mean, it's that simple. There's nothing that the girls do that the boys are not expected to do, and likewise. They're both going to have to build a campfire. They're both going to have to do public speaking in their scouting troop, regardless of what it is, whether it's a girl troop, a boy troop, or a family troop. They're still going to have the exact same handbook. Now, the girls do have the handbook that's more photographed and illustrated for girls. So whereas boys have the same thing, they have boys.
That's good marketing. They're making their marketing.
That's just great marketing,
relatable, right?
But
correct.
Page for page, it's the same words as you go through it. So it's not watered down at all.
And I think the biggest thing that we keep seeing in the comments is that the introduction of the family troop is to provide more options, to allow more families to get in. Because the more options that you have, the more likely that we're going to get people in. Because if you have to choose, because this was one of the biggest criticisms and one of the biggest complaints that people talked about with when Scouts BSA was boys only, was that you had to sometimes choose which after school program you're going to do if you happen to have a boy and a girl, child. So you had to have this discussion, then parents go separate ways. If you could have them both in the same program, it opens up to a larger population to be able to grab in. So I think that's the biggest thing, and I keep seeing in the comments is that it has so many more options for us, and I think that's awesome. So
I agree. That's true.
And All About Scouts basically saying that it's up to the chartered organization and where they want it to be, how they view the program, and not one size fits all. So
right. In fact, Mike, I believe I did a video about don't quit scouting, upgrade, choose a different unit. There might be a reason that you want to quit. Don't. You've already paid for the year. So go ahead and shop around, look around in your community for a different unit. That's the key. Not all units are the same. So they
And-
do have their different leadership and different locations, and it just different styles. Some might do camping every month, some do canoeing every other month. You know, it's really up to the individuals trying to find the right unit.
But do your homework, because the grass isn't always greener on the other side of the fence.
Correct.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Best to visit.
Yeah. I think that people don't truly understand that when we say that different units are different cultures and they have different flavors, because like legitimately I've seen ones that they do the bare minimum camping that they need and they are hyper focused on service. They're out there every weekend or everything, you know, doing some sort of service to the community, which is fantastic. And then you have your stems and you have your you know, you have your more high adventure ones and all that. They don't necessarily want to go up into venturing, but they kind of want to stay at the troop, you know? So it's like, don't be afraid to go and shop around. Like every time I have to move, I say that I reach out to no less than 3 or 4 units and I find out what their culture is. And I go visit them and I just, you know, I don't show up in my gear with my you know, wood badge woggle and everything on. Exactly. Yeah. I show up as just a dad to see what I'm expecting when I walk into this unit. Cause like you can get units with such different cultures, with such different focuses. And that's awesome because that means that, hey, my son is more interested in STEM. This one, excuse me, like this unit over here, they meet over at the airport and everything is about STEM with them. Fantastic. He can go camping one weekend and then the next he's flying drones, you know, and that's what interests him and that's what keeps him in scouting. So yeah.
You know, man, I was going to jump in and go, yeah, wear your uniform, and that's a sure way to become the scoutmaster on your first visit. But on a more serious note, I think that's actually something of a piece of advice to give to people when they explore other units. Do not wear your scouting uniform. Yeah. You'll have plenty of time to do that in the future because it directs attention to you personally. And as a scout leader, if I have, I'll be open about it. If I have somebody come in and saying, I'm looking or just checking out your unit, I see that they've got a scout shirt on. I'm halfway there to having a new assistant scoutmaster. You know, I mean, in all seriousness, they get the program. They vested into it with a uniform. Yeah. So going as just a plain clothed parent, I think offers you a better opportunity because you may want to check it out a few times before you commit to saying, you know what, I just want to be a dad or I just want to be a mom. Yeah. And I don't need to carry on my scouting, adult scouting, volunteerism. There's plenty of stuff you can do without a khaki shirt.
Yeah. Yeah. You know? Oh, there's tons of stuff behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of committee stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, a minute ago.
Always approach it that way. Highly recommend it.
A minute ago, Stan mentioned his video that, you know, don't quit scouting, change units, upgrade, as you said.
Yeah.
In Minnesota, there are some troops that really enjoy camping outside every month of the year. And some troops that say in the middle of the winter, let's do a church basement lock-in, like a video game themed lock-in. Or let's sleep in a cave, let's do anything other than sleep outside in a tent in the middle of the winter. Right. In Florida, it might be completely reasonable, something that many people might enjoy sleeping out in a tent in December, but in Minnesota, many people don't want to.
Define cold, ScouterStan.
Oh, cold is for Floridians when it's below 70.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was going to say, I didn't want to be mean to Santa this close to Christmas, but it's, you know, a balmy 67 ain't exactly cold, but you know.
Yeah.
Well, it's pouring down rain in Orlando right now. So it's,
Okay. All About Scouts commented that if you walk in your uniform, they deem you Scoutmaster, don't worry. You'll hear it's only an hour a week.
I have a song. I have a song about that.
It is.
I should make a video for that.
That's right.
Yeah, it's only an hour a week.
I enjoy going to both of your channel, both Bucky. I love going there and listening to your tunes. The Halloween song, I couldn't get it out of my head. That was amazing. I don't want to even think about the name of it because then I'll start thinking it all the time. But you have a video out there right now for the holiday season.
Just
Yeah.
posted
So
today.
I'm gonna hit the button. So if you see me making faces, it's because it's messing up. So that's
Okay.
let me see if I get the right switchy
It's the one I
thingy
think it
here.
is. It just posted today on YouTube.
Where'd it go?
Oh,
Oh, there it is.
I'm flattered that you have it already.
I've already messed it up. Let me see. There we go.
All I want for Christmas is a merit badge, a merit badge, oh, a merit badge. Gee, if I could only earn another merit badge, then I would have a very full sash.
All he wants for Christmas is a merit badge,
A merit badge.
oh, a merit badge.
If he could only earn a merit badge,
Then he would have a very full sash.
it seems so long since the COH. Next week is the last one for the year. Gee, oh my, how happy I'd be if I could earn engineering. All I want for Christmas is a merit badge, oh, a merit badge. Gee, if I could only earn another merit badge, then I would have a very full sash. It seems so long since the COH. Next week is the last one for the year. Gee, oh my, how happy I'd be if I could earn engineering.
All he wants for Christmas is a merit badge,
A merit badge.
oh, a merit badge.
Gee, if I could only earn another merit badge, then I could wish you Merry Christmas.
Then we could wish you Merry Christmas.
All I want for Christmas
Is a merit badge,
so I could have a very
full sash. Merry Christmas.
Wow.
Everybody was muted.
All right.
That
Now
was awesome.
check your analytics after this, and you're going to see the audience die participation.
Just tank.
Just
Well, and-
I want them to go over to your channel and subscribe, and that's true.
Well, I
with
appreciate
Nancy, too. I want
Yeah.
people to go there and just don't stinky old guy like this.
well, and I will
diversify.
I will fess up. As a teenager, I wanted to be a rock and roll singer. I've written music and stuff, and there's a disclosure here. Some of that is AI generated. The voices,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
but I wrote all the lyrics and I developed the styles and that stuff. And nobody wants to just sit and listen to a song. So the videos are the biggest challenge for me, because I need a visualization. And so that one I did myself.
Mhm.
I have hired a few people to do some videos for me. I wrote 8 Christmas songs this year.
Wow. All Scout related?
Nope, that was the only one that was Scout related.
Okay.
And it just came to me, the all I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. It's like all I want
Yeah.
for Christmas is a merit badge. The wording and the syllables and stuff worked.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to write something. And it was like, I don't need to overthink it. The words are all there. I just need to change some.
Yep.
So really, it's
Yeah.
making a parody. So it's the first Christmas parody song I've done.
Yeah.
Well,
you did it very jovial. I mean, it was nice. It was put
Mhm.
together. What style is that? That's like
It's like a big band swing.
band
Sinatra
swing.
kind of thing. Yeah.
I wanted it to be kind of Andrews Sisters, 1940s
Mhm.
Andrews Sisters. I really like Christina Aguilera's Candyman song, and it's not really Scout appropriate, but she pays tribute to the big band swing. Barry Manilow's got a Christmas album that is a big band sort of theme, and I love like Brian Setzer from the Stray Cats and his stuff. So I wanted a song kind of like that, and that's how that one came to be. So
you did a Christmas song. It was The Light. I thought that was
yeah. So that one
it's a beautiful song.
Thank you. That one I just wanted to tell the story. And there's not anything big. I wanted to write a song that didn't always have to rhyme. You know, because I do have one that's coming up. And this is a fun insider thing. It's called Christmas with the O's, because I started writing down words and I'm realizing snow, glow, mistletoe, ho, ho, ho. It's like, oh my God, everything around Christmas has the O. So I have a song. It wouldn't be Christmas without the O's.
True.
And I do all this rhyming with O rhyming words. And so that's how I get my different inspirations. Matt, your Griswold shirt cracks me up because I wrote a song about a guy that's like thinking everybody loves all the decorations in his front yard.
Oh yeah.
And you know, my neighbors love it. They yell stuff it like Santa with his sack up the chimney stack. And he thinks that's a compliment. And then he talks about how, you know, he blows all the power out in the whole neighborhood and everybody should be happy about it. So that was a Clark Griswold inspired type song. And
fantastic.
We watched that movie just last night.
Yeah.
So your other song, Bring Back the Christmas We Used to Know, like you have like 30 plays on it. It's probably 20 of them are from me, because I think that one it's I'm surprised that there isn't more people listening to it, you know, because I think that that one is done very, very well.
Thank you.
Like I feel like that one should be, if it was kicked out to a larger audience or something like that, it could be a very viral theme thing, because like it goes very well. Like it's very catchy, it's very poppy. Like I like that one a lot too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the one there's one more that's coming up, and it's called Santa's Toy Shop. And it's from the perspective of an elf, because my wife heard me writing these that have been posted and stuff, and she's like, I want fun Christmas songs. And again, I'll give you a little secret behind that one. I sat and I said, I want to include all the things that you would find in Santa's workshop. And I make things rhyme. So what is it that they would make? Cars and guitars, you know, dolls and balls. So I sat literally for about 6 hours trying to figure out different toys or things that could be made, traditional or new, in Santa's workshop, but it had to be matching pairs. And I put it into kind of a rap style sort of format.
Okay.
And it's got kind of a catchy groove and such. So
Neat.
yeah, I'm having fun with
That's awesome. I mean, this is the kind of music you want at your Christmas party.
So
there's a lot of comments about that song. What are the requirements of the leg lamp merit badge?
Okay, thank you for asking that, because
it's a major award.
I actually
It's Regili.
It must be Italian.
Started my video, and I was going to have 3 requirements for each one. So I've got requirements for most of these merit badges.
Wow.
So maybe the next year I'll reissue it with the requirements. But the leg lamp, obviously from A Christmas Story, and the merit badge is Christmas movies merit badge.
You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah, what 5 of the most famous, and here's a list, you know, include Jingle All the Way and learn about Turbo Man, you know, things like that. So, and then, you know, obviously I put the Hallmark Channel movie one in there because my wife has that on 24/7 here. And it's
same.
Like, yeah. And you can't help, once in a while, they actually have something that pulls you in, and
Mhm.
I have to like shake my head and go, wait, I don't like this stuff.
Hurt your brains.
Yes.
It's like, don't you have to head to work? No, I need to find out if they sell the ranch or not.
So Big Red Boss comments that he will be sharing the Christmas song, Scouting Christmas song, at the round table coming up this Thursday.
Awesome.
That's a great idea.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, I'm glad. Well, thank you, Stan, for playing it, and thank you guys for the great comments. I'm new to this whole thing.
We need to promote that. That's
Yeah.
you have a talent. That's awesome. I've liked all your scouting ones. The Jedi one just blew my mind.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I will tell here, I'm trying to write a song for every merit badge.
Neat.
And I've done basketry to like a military cadence. I don't know, but I've been told basketry is good as gold.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. Of course, metal work. I've got like death speed metal song. Yeah. And my biggest challenge, I have to take a break from it because American heritage, American labor, citizenship in the nation, all these.
Oh yeah, that's very patriotic. That would be
right to country rock.
Yeah.
And it's like, I want to have a wide variety of different songs, and I've got some real favorites that I'm like, wow, that turned out really, really well.
Well, you could do all four of the citizenship merit badges.
There's
and
four
do it with, America, spread your golden wings, that kind of thing, that kind of song.
I've got Sit in the Nation written, and I've got Citizenship in the World written. But the biggest challenge of releasing them is I don't feel like releasing just the audio is going to grab people's attention. People want to see something. And
I know that this the channel, the ScouterStan channel, I have an actual podcast thing going, and it's a RSS feed that actually goes onto YouTube, and it's static. It's a static background. It's just the logo.
Yeah.
So, and those get very low views. So,
but
compared to video.
Again, I'm a volunteer like everyone else here, and such, and so my cash flow is not,
true
to the point. And actually, finding people that do videos well is very difficult. I mean,
and they're expensive too. They have to be paid for their time. So.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So here's a family that's trying to decide between 4-H and scouting.
Oh, so I would, 4-H has got great things in it, but scouting has that in addition to everything else in scouting, such as the Scout Law and Scout Oath. Those are big with me. So what are your opinions?
My opinion is it varies from location to location. It's no different than internally in scouting. There's locations that have 7 awesome units right on top of each other, and then there's others that you have to drive 100 miles to find a unit. And
so there might be a 4-H that's there.
It sounds like they've got the choice between that, and I would say whatever you feel is best. As much as we want to promote scouting, I can't be 100% on board with every scout unit. I mean,
it depends on the unit, and it depends on the youth.
Yes, and the families involved. I think find the place that matches your family values.
Yeah,
that would be my suggestion.
Yeah, absolutely. We were talking about this, me and some of the other adults, about not necessarily 4-H, but choosing between sports, travel sports, and like scouting and things like that, and how there is this belief that you have to choose one or the other. And one of the parents who their scout was talking about whether or not they're going to join the troop, and they're like, hey, like, are they going to be able to complete their AOL and everything before February when we have have it set up to be completed by my program. And I'm like, I will work with him to make sure that he meets all the requirements, and I will do bend over backwards, but like I can't violate certain things. Like he has to go on a camp out, he has to do service projects, and and things like that. Those are things that he has to do in order to get it. Everything else, I will work on it. Like I'm going to have extra campouts. I will do extra things to help provide for it. Like you don't have to choose. I'm like, because at the end of the day, you have to see what is their long-term vision, because if their long-term vision is that they're going to grow up to be a ice hockey player, and play in the NHL, then yes, and they have talent and skill and things, and it looks like that's going to be what they want to do for the rest of their life. Yep, you can do scouting on the back end if they change their mind, like full steam ahead with that. But if it's just a flight of fancy, maybe look at both. It all depends on what what they see and what you believe is going to be best for them. Because I think that this kid does have great talent in that. So that's why I'm saying, like, hey, we will be here to help them out. So it's an interesting concept that people have to choose between them. But I get it, because like travel sports, I hear about friends of mine who they travel 2-3 hours to take their kids to a sporting event, on a Saturday. So they're waking up at 3 a.m. because they have to be there by 7 for the competition to start. And I'm like, man, that's a lot. Like we drive on a Friday, 2 hours, but we're there the entire weekend versus having to just go there for a couple of hours and then try to drive back. So, there's a lot of things to consider.
It's expensive too when you do that. And I know of some band, very talented musicians in band, and they almost left the troupe for a period of time because they were getting ready for a big gig up in New York at the Macy's parade, and they were on TV for a whole 3 seconds. So it was very expensive, thousands of dollars in that trip. So it can be like that. So
I don't know why you're saying that people only travel for band and sports. We've gone to
travel in scouting too.
Our family has gone to several states for in search of merit badges. Our kids are really merit badge hounds, and something that I like as a scouting parent and a scouting leader is that there's 141 merit badges. A lot of them are citizenship related or skills related, outdoors related. A lot of them are career related. My kids get a chance to explore so many different careers. Like, hey, this is interesting. I can think of one of them. They did the veterinary medicine merit badge, and they're both like, I do not want to be a veterinarian. I did this bad. It is not.
They have gloves that go all the way up to their shoulder.
So
for a reason.
Such a wide range of experiences and opportunities. And you can customize those experiences depending on what your interests are.
So I'm going to jump to the comments to just make a correction, because I see
there was something that came through. What was that?
Somebody said 143. I think they just added 2. The 141 is with the newest editions of artificial intelligence and cybersecurity.
Right.
And
they're looking at like 4 or 5 more. So,
they've got
stay
6.
tuned.
They've
it
got
will
6
increase.
in the test lab.
The test lab's been doing a lot of that. And that's the thing. There's merit badges coming. So,
and here's a comment: the family that's considering between scouting and 4-H. There's some likes camping, doesn't go much. They also like science. And
there are troops out there that focus on that.
There are troops that really focus on the science, engineering, technology related aspects of scouting.
STEM,
there's a recently released test lab merit badge for physics. We recently organized a physics professor to lead the physics merit badge. And I must say, some of these scouts are some of the smartest kids I've ever met.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Fantastic.
That's fantastic for the future. Okay. We can come and go, but they are the future. So that's what's important about the America's youth. They need those opportunities.
So I just have to put up this comment because I really echo it. Scoutmaster Bucky merit badge events are amazing. So for those of you that don't live in or near Minnesota, I will say that Bucky became started to organize events, kind of merit badge rallies, where Scouts can sign up. And is it about once a month during the school year?
It is. It is.
Scouts can come and have a choice of maybe any of a dozen different merit badges. And my kids have done quite a few merit badges there. My wife and I have our merit badge counselors. We've helped lead merit badges there. In fact, after this show, I'm going to discuss with Bucky what he would like to have me lead at the next merit badge event coming up in a couple weeks. So
there you go.
Well, and we are going to be starting online again. We were the first ones, and I might have mentioned this before. I started doing with another Scouter in 2013 online merit badges. And for up to the pandemic, we were lambasted on social media, just torn apart.
Wow.
You know, how can you do that online? That doesn't give them the experience. And we took that as inspiration and really fine-tuned it.
Yeah.
I hate Google Classrooms. I think they should be banned for merit badge purposes. That is not the interaction. Thanks for the cheap plug here, but we limit our online classes to 8 kids because I want a personalized experience, not a money grab. I mean, we saw some councils, might be yours, Stan, during the pandemic that had hundreds of
Central Florida.
Yeah.
And
you know what? They did some good things that I wish I could do. They brought in some professional speakers, but I don't know that I think they kind of circumvented the whole merit badge experience. But that's again 5-6 years ago when we didn't really know what COVID, was going to leave us with. And so people panicked and people did the best they could. So while it wasn't ideal in hindsight, you know, it was what it was at the time. But my team loves doing the online merit badges. And what I think is cool is, you know, I've gotten invites to Eagle ceremonies across the nation from kids that have done the online merit badges. And I do try and make it. I've gone to Alaska for an Eagle ceremony. We did a 24-hour turn and burn to Pennsylvania from Minneapolis for an Eagle ceremony. And it's really cool going out to, you know, see the kids in person. And that's part of that relationship that we build in scouting, whether it be with a unit, with a district of scouts. So yes, thank you. Gosh, whoever put that up, thank you for the kind comment.
It's true.
Welcome to ScouterStan. It's the unroasting of Scoutmaster Bucky tonight. I don't feel as marshmallowy as normal.
You know, you can take that charred part off and then toast it again.
Yeah, good luck, rhyming.
Bucky, earlier you commented about making a song for each merit badge, and someone says, good luck rhyming soil and water conservation.
Well, we don't always rhyme every merit badge title, but I'm thinking that one's going to have something to do with a lot of mud. I have a video in mind of somebody just singing it, you know, drenched in mud.
Oh, I'm thinking banjo and the Midwest, you know, the deep South kind of thing from like Georgia, you know.
I was thinking poetic rap, you know, something along those lines. Like you don't want to spoil the soil with a bunch of oil, you know, just things like go into it.
Yeah, you can do that.
I worked
you could just go with it.
I worked in the freshwater wastewater control systems industry for a few years, and our saying was the solution to pollution is dilution.
There you go.
You know, so
there you go. There's your title.
Don't spoil the soil with.
Don't spoil the soil with a bunch of oil.
Okay.
There you go.
You have inspired. I'm going to put that into the song.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. You heard it here.
There we go.
All right. Here's a comment. This viewer said that the dentistry merit badge was a fun one.
Yeah.
I think is dentistry one of the more recent merit badges just a few years ago?
No, dentistry was added in, I think, 75, thereabouts.
Okay.
But the cool thing is you make moldings and, you know, when done right, it can be a real fun experience. And I strongly recommend if you can find somebody who's a dentist or a dental hygienist that has a location that will allow scouts to come in, that is the ultimate experience for that merit badge.
Right.
And, you know, doing it in a classroom by itself. Yeah, I've had a few counselors that have brought in the moldings and stuff, and that's cool for the kids. But the best
different when they do it, though.
Yes.
And that's the point I'd like to make, is that no matter where the merit badge happens, whether it's online or in live, you have to do the requirements.
Yeah.
There's no options. Okay. Even the counselor cannot negate what's written in black and white. If it says show the counselor, you have to physically show it, whether it's on what do they call that, Zoom or something like that. Fine. Okay, you're still completing the requirements. You have to do exactly the requirements in the merit badge. That's the thing. We haven't made it easier because we've changed the way you achieve it. We've made it easier to receive the information and to interact with the counselor. That's the difference.
Yeah.
So the technology is what did that.
I think we've gone full circle, because we started off tonight by talking about how there's this perception that standards are somehow lacking.
Yeah.
And what we've talked about, because things have become easier in a certain sense, the ability to access Scoutmaster Bucky's, stuff via the internet. Well, I heard when you're like, oh, people were bashing it. Yeah, because it's a new thing, but now it's commonplace. And I don't want to say that you're a trailblazer, but that's pretty much sounds like you set a standard and now it's become a common thing. So I think we have this reoccurring thing about that. Just because something is new and it's easier to access it does not mean that the standard has dropped by any means.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's easy to criticize something when you don't know about it, or when you're not familiar with it, or something's different. It might be the greatest thing ever.
I'm an open book with my program, and the staff that I have, I've asked them to follow those standards and values as well.
Yep.
And
that's what's really important.
Yeah.
They are following those directives and following that guide to advancement.
So yes.
Can you answer this question, Bucky?
Yeah. Yes. We welcome anybody that's a registered scouter. I mean, we'll take somebody who's not. I mean, if you want to pay for the class. And the online ones, most of the online ones are from outside our area. When I get on a roll, or when I have them regularly posted, my classes fill up. The online ones too. The in-person ones have been a slow grind since the pandemic. We definitely aren't up to the same numbers that we were pre-pandemic, but the quality is there, and even better that I've got some regular counselors that are fabulous.
Yes.
So, and we actually will go on the road. I've got 6 people that if we have a location and we can get a little financial help, be it meals or lodging, we'll come to your area, especially if Sun Country flies into an airport near you. But we'll drive up to 16 hours. So we're working with somebody in Denver to go out and work with them. We got a call from the Denver Council, and they were surprised when I said, well, we'd be happy to work with you. So we're looking at that. We've gone down to Iowa from here. That one didn't work out as well, but if your unit wants to do a merit badge day, I can bring some people with me and stuff. So that's kind of what we're looking at doing, is trying to grow it, because we just enjoy doing the stuff, working with the families, working with the kids, and bringing a different perspective, because it's always nice to talk to people that aren't absorbed into your direct scouting community, be it unit or even district or even council, to just share the same what's the word I'm looking for? The same celebrations and the same challenges. Yeah. So we can't promise everything, but we would at least consider it if we were approached, and it's just, that's the joy of scouting.
And it's the beauty of scouting, really, is that camaraderie, that brotherhood, and I speak non-gendered, okay, but the brotherhood of scouting is alive.
It is. It
Yeah.
is.
You know, sometimes I think on our channel or on the show, we're getting into questions amongst people that are deeply involved in scouting. So I really love this question because it's from a family that's new in scouting. What is the AOL, Arrow of Light? And what would he need to work on if he's joining in 6th grade December?
Matt.
Yeah, I got this. I got this one. So an AOL, an Arrow of Light, was a award that you could get when you were a Weeblo. So in the Cub Scout program, the final years of 4th and 5th grade, before you transition over into a troop, you were called the Weeblo. In 2024, they transitioned over to the 5th year, becoming the AOL year. So now is also a rank. And if you cross over and you earn the rank, you get to wear a knot for the rest of your life up on your lapel. So with that, now, since your scout is going into the 6th grade, they would just go directly into the troop. They would not be able to earn it. If they are now in the 5th grade and they haven't crossed over yet, there is still time to get over into a pack. I have seen AOLs join with only 4 months left in the program, and they have successfully completed all the requirements and were transitioned over to the troop. You just have to be willing to pay the dues for the pack and then pay the dues for the troop. But a lot of the times it's a feeder pack, so they're going to waive the fees. And a feeder pack is like you have pack 1 and pack 1 feeds into troop 1, and it's the same chartering organization that does it. So that's the simple answer, is that if he's going in the 6th grade, you can't earn it. If they are still in the 5th grade, they still can earn it. You just have to join a pack, an AOL den, and complete all the requirements.
And work real hard.
Yeah. the 6 and 2
window there.
Yep. Wouldn't you agree, Matt, that if you're that close, you really have to look at it and say, is it worth the extra effort to get the AOL? Why not just move into the troop and focus on? I don't know. That's kind of my feeling, but
it really is up to the.
Do it if you can. Do it, because
it's really
never be that age again. So.
Correct. It's really up to the scout and the parent, and also the unit that is receiving the scout themselves. Because as long as they they still can just cross over into the troop, and there is I'll just say it out there. There's some people who have feelings about kids who come into the AOL program that late, and then they get the same award that used to be an award. People would call it the equivalent of like the Eagle Scout for Scouts BSA.
Yeah.
And then they get that for the remainder of their life. So they did in 4 months, they did what somebody did for 5-6 years, and they get the same award. But at the end, they're still moving over to the troop. They're still starting over again. They're still having those brand new skills, because the AOL year is just all about preparing the scouts to cross over. All my scouts, I've even started doing things like, starting in January, they are going to have the green lapels, epaulets on their lapels. Like, so that they are not going to have blues. And I've also swapped over to mine to green. And it's this whole thing of like, they are not they're just transitioning over, and it's a slow burn for it. And I see in the comments, like, you're right, you are not required to earn the rank of like Arrow of Light in order to go into there. You can just join Cub Scouts and have fun, and then don't earn the award, and then cross over when it's time to cross over. You just won't get to wear the little the little knot up here on your pocket. But now go ahead.
On the knot, they only wear that as an adult.
Correct. Yeah.
The youth wear the actual Arrow of Light underneath their pocket, and that would be on their left pocket. So just below. But that's
all right.
And I agree. It should be a focus, to do that. You will never have that opportunity again in your life. That's it. Once you're 6th grade or in the troop, can't do it.
Suggestions for how merit badge counselors advertise that we're available. Well, I will have some comments on this. What I tend to do is, if there's something that our troop is doing, I will tend to put something together. If I'm a counselor for it, I will ask someone else that's a counselor for it, and invite the other troops in our area to join in. If it's a merit badge for which we probably won't get very many scouts coming to kind of a more rare merit badge, I'll get with the council and say, hey, council, can you put this on the scouting event website? And I've made an arrangement for a church or a business or a park that we can hold this merit badge event in, and then make an opportunity for scouts across the council. And that's also plugged for everyone should know about the scouting event website. So if you want to drive, or if you're in a smaller council that's next to a large council, you can go to the other council's events. There's nothing stopping you from registering.
So I want to add on to that as well, and kind of pull in what we had talked about at our last one. We had said we were going to recognize some people as Scouter of the Year nominees and stuff. and one of the person that I approached actually ties into this. And she bears a strong recommendation. Her name is Karen Harris. And if you are on Facebook, she posts to a number of groups, and I think All About Scouts might publish some of her stuff once in a while, but she compiles a number of lists and calendars from all over the US. And so she's got spreadsheets or links to Google calendars for the 4 different main time zones, the contiguous 48 time zones.
Wow.
And it brings up a calendar, and it's not searchable necessarily by location, but by date it is. And a lot of it ties through scoutingevent.com, which is the back end to a lot of councils' events. But she also does some posting of live events as well. She is a great resource. I know she's getting to the end of her career in scouting as all of her kids have aged out. So I don't know how long she'll be a strong resource. I'm not saying that she's not now. She's still going strong, but she would be somebody that I would have voted. I did ask if she would join us tonight, and she was not overly comfortable. She likes to be in the background.
This is a visual thing too.
Yes,
so.
it is. It is. And so,
Mike,
I respect that. Yeah, what's up,
that
Mike?
guy? There he is. See, the thing about Mike, though, he's always like this on the keyboard. So that's
the thing is, if I'm on camera, I can't be looking at the camera, so it's kind of as I'm looking at my 3 different screens here, it's a little weird to be
exactly
on camera.
hard.
But
well,
Bucky,
I'm glad he's behind the wheel. Believe me. So that's great.
Bucky, I would echo your vote for Karen Harris as Scouter of the Year. I know she posts on the Facebook group Scouting America Merit Badge Opportunities.
Yeah.
And I think that's a private group, so you have to request to join. But I would definitely give that group a plug. It's an amazing location, especially for families that are interested to travel outside of their immediate area. It's great to have those opportunities.
Yeah, they also do listings for Cub Scouts, right? They do things
a little bit, but not as much. Not as much.
Okay. What about crew or even?
She's mostly focused on the merit badge stuff because that came out of a need that she was looking. And as was mentioned earlier by Mike, there's families that will travel across the country to do merit badges. I've met numerous families coming to my events that go, yep, we wanted to do one in Minnesota. So they're trying to do a merit badge in each state.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that is cool.
Yeah. But, and then the other thing I'll answer, somebody asked, where can they find out about the online merit badges? We're going to be posting the 2026 online merit badges on scoutmasterbucky.com.
Cool.
Through the holiday season here. So it's not up yet because we're still getting the schedule put together, but we're going to do at least 3 a month. But like during a little too close for the holiday breaks, but spring break, we try and do 3 weeks of merit badges. Different days that are nationally off. Sometimes we've done like the Friday after Thanksgiving. We didn't this year, but We're starting with 2026 in January. So watch the site. You'll see that. But
So here's a question. Do your councils do merit badge rallies? I guess I would comment. Some councils do offer merit badge events.
Yeah.
Some don't. There are some troops that do a merit badge event and invite other troops. Hey, more merit badges and more merit badge opportunities, the better.
Yes.
So every method of getting a merit badge opportunity available to scouts, let's take it.
Yes. And that's true for regardless what council district, whatever you're in. If you see it available, please jump into it and do them. Merit badges are a wonderful way to create that sense of there's more to the world. You might be exposed to things that you thought were interesting, but once you do the merit badge, you go, I don't want to do that. It might be welding or photography or something. There's so many different merit badges.
Yeah.
And, that's the thing. Merit badges are a great way to really get young people to understand different concepts of things, the things that they do. And it could be as simple as car repair. We all need to know how to change a flat tire.
Yeah.
And that's youth that need that too. You hope you never have to do that, but still, AAA is not around the corner all the time.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to take care of those things and being self-sufficient. We're not talking survival, mixing with car repair, but you want to keep a realistic view of it. And these are skills that they do not teach in the local high school. And that's the big thing. These are outside that. This is additional skills that make a well-rounded young person.
Absolutely.
Firmly believe that. And
I say that quite a bit to people when I say that, scouting is the answer to why didn't I learn this in high school or in school? It really is. It's like I didn't learn financial management in high school. There's a merit badge for it. It's like I didn't learn how, I didn't take shop or whatever. Well, don't worry. Like we've got something for that. And you're right. Like it is a sampling of different careers that people can go into. So when my kid wants to be a professional auctioneer, when he grows up, he can go out and do the test lab and get the auctioneer merit badge and then go, you know what? I just don't like to talk that fast, Dad. So
a lot of avid in there.
So ScouterStan.
Yeah.
So
yes, little boy.
I wake up and can't go back to sleep because my mind starts running.
Uh-oh.
And I had a little bit that I wanted to kind of roll out without any influence. So this is called Bucky's Blitzing the Season.
Okay. Do I have to hit a button?
No.
Did you get it shared?
No.
Awesome.
This is going to be real fun, I think. Mike, you're going to answer. You're going to answer first, Mike, because I want our audience to answer in the chat as well.
Ooh.
Okay. And for those that are watching this recorded,
what's the question?
Well, I've got a list here. So, but I want our people watching it in the recorded state to also put in the comments their answers
as we go.
Okay.
Yeah. So those that are online with us tonight, please put your answers in. That's why
You'll get it in first.
Yeah. And then Mike will help moderate that as I get to Stan and Matt. So Mike, what is your favorite Christmas movie?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I don't know that one. What's it about?
I'm not sure what I'm getting for Christmas.
It's a classic.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a classic, I'm sure.
Black and white.
I'll pass. I don't know.
Okay. All right. Stan.
Oh, it's mine.
Yeah.
My favorite is when the TV's off and we can sit and read. So,
Ooh.
that's a great movie.
Okay. All right.
Now, National Lampoon, because I saw it last night. The Christmas Vacation.
Okay.
And I think Matthew, I think you used the clip from that. Hilarious.
So I'm hoping that we start seeing answers from our viewers coming in here, because I want to know from the viewers too. So, Matt, what's yours?
I mean, not to put it out there or anything, just in plain sight or anything along those. It's like, yeah, National Lampoon is probably one of my favorite. I've got ornaments on this tree over here that are National Lampoon and little ones. I mean, I got the tiny ones and everything, man. So
family truckster ornament.
So I was actually going to say the same thing, but in the interest of truth, it's whatever Hallmark movie is on, so that keeps peace and joy in the family environment here.
Always the third person in the video that's the problem. So,
yeah, right. Yeah, well,
formula.
I don't know. I could go with Die Hard. How's that? Oh,
Yeah,
that
It is a Christmas
right?
movie.
Die
Hard is a Christmas movie. I don't care what you say it is. It is a
Big Red just threw it in the chat, and I'm like, I should have said that.
Yeah.
Die Hard, yeah.
Christmas Carol with Patrick Stewart. I haven't seen that one. I want to see that.
Patrick Stewart, when he does Christmas Carol, have you seen that?
No.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's originally was audio, but I hear that it's been done in a video. He does it so, I mean, it's in the style of how Dickens would actually present it on stage.
Interesting.
So it was
all right.
It's giving me chills thinking about it. That's awesome.
Next song, excluding any Bucky songs. What's your favorite Christmas song?
You're asking me again?
Yes.
He's busy typing.
Okay, well, I'll answer the previous question. So you asked about favorite Christmas movie. I think I will modify that. So when our kids were young, they watched this cartoon called Octonauts.
Okay.
And there's an Octonauts Christmas special, and we watched that around Christmas time when they were preschoolers, and we've maintained the tradition that we watch the Octonauts Christmas cartoon every year at about Christmas time. So that's my answer to that.
Okay. What about
a Christmas Eve movie? That you watch Christmas Eve? Is that
that's kind of what we watch Christmas Eve? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite
Ours
Christmas
is
song?
Polar Express. That's the one we like to watch.
That's another good movie.
Favorite Christmas song? How about Grandma Got Run Over by the Reindeer?
Okay. Yeah. Patsy and Elmo, I think, is who did that, right? So, all right, we're gonna go to Matt on this because Stan, you're kind of glitching out at your place.
Okay.
I would have to go with.
Well, it's been raining like crazy.
Okay.
I'd have to go. Well, That's Christmas to Me by Pentatonics. I know you just went out and saw them.
Yeah, we did.
Yep, I think that one is one of besides the obviously the traditional classics and all that. I think that's my favorite one the last like 10 years, and they sing it very, very well. And it, at least every so often, it like just randomly pops into my head. So I think that's a good one.
Ironically, I don't have a favorite. I change every year, but I love Pentatonics' version of "Mary Did You Know."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so good. They harmonize very well. If you guys haven't listened to Pentatonics, they are an a cappella group. They do things very, very well. So
yes, they were on some show. I forget which show. And the one dude who's kind of the lead, even though they really are a group, he was just on Dancing with the Stars. My wife said.
Yep.
So Stan, you're back. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Did I fade away? Come back?
You were a little glitchy.
It is pouring rain here in Orlando.
Okay.
And thunder and all that stuff too. As far as music, I like the Bob Hope Dreaming of a White Christmas. I think that one kind of been burned into my head, mainly because it was on a flight from Oahu where the chair in front of me had broken and the little TV thing that was there kept playing it over and over and over all the way back to California. It was, and ever since then, I can't think of any Christmas tune without hearing that first.
Big Red Bus threw in Carol LaBelle from TSO, which is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more questions. Okay, now we're going to get a little risque here, but we're going to keep it Scout appropriate. Okay,
Scout like.
So, Mike, besides your spouse, who might you like to receive a kiss from underneath the mistletoe?
Are you asking me? I
Yeah.
don't know.
Okay. You can pass on it.
I just want to be the moderator here, not.
Okay.
I didn't sign up for this.
All right, Stan.
Who, me?
Yeah. This
Or
is
Matt?
a fun question. This isn't meant to create
Matt,
scandal or anything.
Matt's on board, right? Or is it me?
Yeah, no,
It's you.
You're
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ivanka Trump.
okay. All right. Matt?
Ooh. I forgot how to pronounce her last name. I think it's like Lindsay. You're talking about Hallmark, so that's all I'm seeing right now is Lindsay or Leslie.
No,
Chabert.
Chancy Lambert. No, Lacey Cheryl. What's the name of that?
Yeah,
yeah, she's
yeah.
cute.
We'll go with her just because my wife really likes her and all that. So, yeah.
Okay, she's number 2 on my list. As well. My number 1 is Anna Kendrick.
You make sure the wife is nowhere.
Oh, well, she's got her
You're
list.
numbering them.
What's the name of that gal? Chancy Lambert, Lancy.
See,
You just said because you just
support
threw me
staff.
off.
I've always said it wrong to her, but
Yeah.
Yeah, at any rate, okay. Yeah, she's got Matthew McConaughey and all that stuff on her.
Are you talking to Liz?
It's a Friends episode.
All right.
It's like we've diverted way away from scouting.
Yes.
Just a little
Last
bit.
question.
All right. Well, here. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Mike, what are you asking Santa for Christmas this year?
Just want fun and happiness. That's all.
All right, fair enough. Stan?
A Dutch oven.
A Dutch
I
oven.
need a
Okay.
good Dutch oven with feet on it.
Have you given up on the camera?
Huh?
Have you given up on the camera?
Oh, it's still a mess. I
Okay,
wish I had a better camera.
That's
Maybe
a bit of an inside joke for
it's
new
in the
people.
Dutch oven.
Oh,
I haven't had a Dutch oven for a while. I lost it with the troops. So
for over a year, we've heard how Stan would like a new camera. So I figured that would be what he asked. Matt, what do you want from Santa?
Oh, I just was asked this question and I'm going to give the same answer. So it's going to be a little sentimental, but like I just recently celebrated a birthday as well. And my wife asked me like, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, if I could legitimately have anything that I want, I would like one more night hanging out with my friends from high school. As Veronica's is in the Del Taco parking lot, because that's where we used to hang out. Because like I still talk to a majority of them and everything. And I think that would be what I really want, is just to be able to hang out with them one more time the way that we used to, a little sentimental, but that's 100% what it is. So.
Okay.
hope you get it.
And for me, I don't know. This is horrible. I'm asking you those questions and don't have a good answer other than I'm just as I shared with you in the pre-production, and for those that follow me on Scout Book, I'm doing the 12 days of Giftmas for my wonderful wife.
Wow.
And I just hope she enjoys all the things. We've done 5 so far.
There you go.
Pentatonics, as I mentioned, was the concert we went to for the first gift.
20 to go.
Yep. Well, no. It's,
You did 5. Now you got 20 more.
Well, we when we got married, we agreed we weren't going to give each other Christmas presents. Christmas is 365 days a year. If we need something, go out and get it. We don't need Christmas as an excuse to wait to get something. or to cause ourselves to have to go return the second toaster that one of us bought for the other because we both decided we needed the toaster.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So
National Return Day.
But this is my way of thanking her for not just being my wife, but for supporting me in my scouting endeavors. And I couldn't do it without her. So, okay, back to seriousness now.
Yeah.
So here's a great question I really like. Do you have a favorite experience from scouting?
I do.
I have several.
I want to hear them.
What about you, Matt? You got one, Matthew?
Yep. And I just got a chance to, I want to say, captivate my den, because where we did our last outdoor den meeting, we were able to go off into where like this trail and all that with the adults and the scouts and all that. And for a moment, I had them like turn their lights off, and I put a red light in the center of it, and I talked about how, like, hey, you guys are getting ready to cross over into the troop, and this might be one of the last times that you guys are all here. And then we looked up at the stars, and I said, like, you can see some of the stars here. And that's when I told them about my favorite scouting moment was in 2004. I got a chance to go to Philmont. And it was the first time in my life, having grown up in Southern California, that I actually got to see the Milky Way, like legitimately, not on a screen, like actually look up and see the Milky Way. And that was one of the core memories of scouting, was like, I want to take my son out to Philmont so he can see that, because I think that was like, is one of the coolest things. And the kids are like, so like, what do you mean you could see the Milky Way? I'm like, all those images that you see online of the just trillions of stars out there that are uncountable. Like, I got to see that with my actual eyes, not on the screen, just out there. And it was there in Philmont, somewhere on the trail in the middle of the night, that I got to see it. And that is my favorite scouting moment. And every time somebody asks me that question, that's what I bring up, because it's hands down just one of the best experiences of my life.
The neat thing about that is they're three-dimensional. It's almost like you can reach out and grab it, and it's got colors in it. That's what's neat about that experience. I had the exact same experience at Philmont. So, wow.
How about you, Stan?
Huh? For me, it was on a canoe trip. I was on a canoe trip, and they put the boy that if he put his oar in the water, the canoe would go sideways. So they put him in the front, and I said, just don't put anything in the water. I'll do it. Okay. So we're getting started early in the morning, and we usually put a leader at the front and a leader at the back to keep the kids in the middle on this lake. And it was foggy. It was very, very foggy. So we get out on the water, and you can see just the boat in front of you. And as we're going down this river, literally you could just float down the river. You go faster than paddling. We're going down this river. The fog drops down where it's just our eyes right above the fog. The fog was just literally right there, and we were just going through it. And that was kind of neat. But then the boat in front of us said, wow. And I looked up, and this owl, totally silent, was literally floating and flapping its wings. Couldn't hear it at all. It was a big white barn owl, and it was literally coming down right on that edge. And as it flapped its wings, you could see the little curls of air with the mist. Chilling. And it literally flew right over us, because I guess it was just following the river. It was absolutely chilling. In hindsight, you have to keep this in mind. My father was an owl in the wood badge, and everybody in my family is an owl. So owls have a very big significance, and that was breathtaking to have that experience with a wild animal, literally coming down through there, and something you never forget. There's moments in scouting that are like that, and you will never have those opportunities at 4-H. Not to badmouth.
Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's amazing. And all the kids were very fascinated by the whole that whole experience.
That sounds cool. I'm envious. It sounds like a really cool moment.
It was one of those, but it combined with a very difficult canoe trip.
Yeah.
With youth that think that they're doing a war canoe that you could actually water ski behind on a canoe. I mean, they are just flying down this river, and the flow of this river, what is it? The Okawacha, I believe or Okawaka. I don't know the name of the river. We did a lot of rivers. Our troop did a lot of canoeing.
Okay.
But yeah, Okawaha, that was the name of the river. And it goes about 2 or 3 miles an hour, and you could literally just steer. You don't have to paddle. And everybody would stay together. So it was a fun trip. But that mist was neat. That was just seeing the curls of that image was just amazing.
Speaking of images, Mike has turned his camera on.
It's probably reminding us, hey, you guys are late.
I figure I'll answer this. What was my favorite experience in scouting? One possibility might be the first year with the troop at summer camp, but I think there's a more specific experience. So last year, our district executive asked if I could teach the Energy Merit Badge at our council's spring merit badge rally. I said, well, yes, but let me make a couple calls. And I ended up leading that merit badge at a local power plant. So it's a natural gas fired power plant that has 4 giant engines that are each about 3 stories tall. So fortunately, on the day of the merit badge, they didn't need to run these generators, so we could have a tour. And then I think the Energy Merit Badge is really important because it makes us better citizens to understand where energy comes from. And at one point during the event, we were all in the control room, and the engineer said to the operator, hey, Bob, call the central control, tell them you're taking local control and you're going to exercise generator 4. And this, I don't know, is maybe a 40,000 horsepower engine turns on and roars to life. And that is an experience that I guarantee no one that was there, none of the scouts or parents, will forget in 20 years.
Wow.
So
it's like a 3-story building shaking, getting started.
Yeah. I mean, just the engine is 3 stories tall. It's like a 30-foot tall engine. And I mean, yeah, fired up by natural gas. They start it with compressed air because you can't have a starter motor start something this big.
Yeah.
It was quite impressive.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I guess I should answer then. So we have the 4 square here.
Full circle.
So I have not shared this with anyone because the journey is not done. I have a scout currently in my troop that is a single parent family, and he can be a handful at times, but his heart is one of the purest that I've ever experienced. He is one that is ridiculed at school because he is such a gregarious person. He definitely has a little bit of a diagnosis for him. And mind you, in sharing this, every experience with every kid is special to me because no one is the same. But the thing that really kind of rang for me and literally made me cry was when he came up and said, you know, Bucky, you're more of a dad to me than any other person I've had. Wow. And and why that means so much is I'm not trying to replace anyone's dad. I'm trying to be the fun uncle at best. Okay. But for him, and I think what really moved me was he was not afraid to say this in the time and the moment. It didn't matter who was around. And it was a bit of a validation because, believe it or not, and I know all about scouts commented here earlier, being outspoken as I am, I take a lot of slack because I call stupid, especially to adults, not to kids. I've been ridiculed myself from fellow Scouters, and I question whether they truly understand the values that we're supposed to be emulating. But this young man kind of brought everything together to go, you know what? Doesn't matter what these, whatever name you want in there, people say, this is why I do scouting.
Yeah.
And that's not a gift that you go out and seek. That's not a gift that you work towards. It was organically natural. And it's been mentioned more than once by this young man. And, I've had to kind of compartmentalize it because I don't want to encourage it or make other scouts think that I have favoritism because of this comment. I take that as a very special moment from this individual in saying thanks for what you do in scouting. And I think there's lots of those little moments for all of us as Scouters.
Yeah.
We have to be open to receive them. But that one really kind of touched me because,
that's awesome.
It's a spot. So, but there's so many others.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you. And again, I haven't shared that with anyone, so I don't know why. I'm in a weird holiday mood this year, I guess. Open.
It says 25 days. Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Well, there you go, Eagle Steve.
Awesome.
I think that's a little secret that when I do training with adult scout leaders, and most of my training nowadays is these conversations like we're having here.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we forget is how impactful we are as scout leaders, being not a parent, because the parent's voice has become like silent, or better yet, to the kids.
Well, that's a teenage trait. They can kind of turn that down. They know the button to turn the volume down on mom and dad.
And the parent's voice sounds like the teacher on the Peanuts.
Yes.
It's just noise, and even teachers themselves. And again, like scout leaders, we have great teachers and we have some less than desirable teachers. They still have a tough job ahead of them. And this is between parents, teachers, and coaches, the next most relatable. Well, and let's not forget our faith leaders. Scout leaders kind of fall in that top 10. And I don't think we understand truly the impact that we can positively and negatively.
Yes.
If we're not following the values of scouting that we have on these scouts.
Right.
That comment from this young man speaks volumes to just being there. I don't have to be the greatest scout leader. I may not be the best one, and I'm not. But to this kid, I'm the right person at the right time for him. And I hope it makes a difference, a positive difference, And I like to emphasize those types of things when I'm doing the conversations and the training with other Scouters. You don't realize the little things that you do, because I've been hard on him. I'll tell you, one of the things came from a camping thing. I'm like, dude, do you use deodorant? My sister keeps stealing it. So we walked into the store and bought him some deodorant. Okay. And then for him to come back, a month later and say, you're more like a dad. It's like, well, I didn't mean to be a jerk and earn that way. But, sometimes they need the tough love as well. And you just don't know. So don't let others tell you you're doing wrong, because we need that diversity of people in our kids' lives.
Right.
And the other thing I'll say is, if you are a parent or a support scouter, don't forget to thank your Cub Masters and Scout Masters, because they're at the top of the food chain per se. Nobody's worrying about whether they eat. They think that the Scoutmaster and Cubmaster, they're going to eat. But a thank you, even a candy cane at Christmas time from somebody is such a generous thank you.
Yes.
And so thank your Scoutmaster, thank your Cubmaster, And thank any scouter, because we're all volunteers. All right, I'm off my ho ho ho. Come on, humbug.
Ho,
I'm
ho,
back.
ho, ho.
Yeah. Ho ho ho. Well, we've just hit 2 hours, so
Yeah.
All right.
we can start to wrap things up.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, you get it? You know.
I don't like how you presented that one. So sorry, that's my little gift to the end of the show.
Well,
Yeah,
feedback
we
is the
do
gift.
have a lot of influence. Let's put it that way. Young people don't really, mom and dad, they've got the volume turned way down, if not a mute button. They do that. And we're outside of that paradigm, being scout leaders. And like Bucky was saying, the littlest things can make a big difference. And we all are making a huge difference in the lives of young people. And we need to keep up that good, hard work. It's one of those things that volunteers do. We do this out of the goodness of our heart to really move this forward and really make really good scouts one at a time. Sometimes that makes it difficult, but we work very hard at that. And I am super grateful for Matthew and Bucky, even though I could, never mind. I am super grateful for Mike doing the moderator. This has been a year ride with the four of us, and I love it. I think this is benefiting a lot of scouters out there. So we're going to continue on for 2026. There's a ton of new stuff going on in scouting. Scouting, a lot of people think scouting's done and over with. No, we're in a renaissance. We're coming back. It's going to be fantastic. So hang on, keep up the good hard work, and have a very blessed time of year. Take some time out for yourself. Take a moment to just sort of sit back and enjoy some hot cocoa by the fire, and like a warm blanket. Put scouting that surrounds you. Bring it home.
And Stan, I'd like to echo that and say thank you for the honor and privilege for this year to be a part of the Campfire Chat. I want to wish you, Matt and Mike, and everybody that is watching live here or watching in video a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I'm a traditionalist, so
it's going to be a great New Year. We got something up on the screen with safe, happy, yes,
Safe and
happy
happy
holiday
holiday
season.
season to you all from Orlando.
It's so important.
So
well, if there's nothing
Christmas
else to be
all.
done, we're gonna be heading out. Hey, Matthew, did you want to say anything about your group?
No, I like Bucky said it all. I don't need to say it again. It's like I greatly appreciate you guys and being on this thing for the last 12 months. It's been the highlight of my year, so I enjoy it and everything.
That's awesome, guys. I'm so glad, and you're all on the hook for next year.
Yeah.
I'll let my people talk to your people, and they can figure
they'll
it
do
out.
lunch. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know what button to push. Is it this one? All right. All right, everyone. I will see you on the trail. Did it go?